So, so tell me, I mean, when we started Global Kingdom Leadership Summit, man, what did you think would be, or what was the vision initially when we thought about it?
Yeah, so the original vision, which I think we're still keeping it very well, was about how can we create real change, material change through leadership,
Yeah, yeah,
and trying to at least conscientize society about the importance of leadership, and that leadership needs to be taken very, very seriously.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
I don't
yeah,
know, maybe in your view, how far so far we are on the third installment?
yeah,
How,
yeah,
what do you think? How far have we gone in that vision? Are we still keeping to that vision?
yeah. I think what the one thing I absolutely love about what we've done with the summit is the caliber of conversation in terms of national engagement around relevant topics in our country. We're a very young democracy. We're 30 years into it this year.
Right.
And trying to understand and trying to work out the challenges of a young democracy is something that I find it's exciting, but it's also very daunting. You see a lot of mistakes in leadership. You see a lot of corruption, or you see a lot of, call it, misguided direction that the government will take, and also business takes.
Right.
Because, I mean, listen, things are volatile at this moment in time. We've just come out of COVID-19.
Right.
You're just seeing a lot of consumer strain, which I think that people are wanting to know answers. People are wanting to understand, how do we actually come out of this difficulty? So I think, to your point, when you speak about leaders, I'm 100% with you, man, that this summit is the most relevant time to have these kind of conversations, which I think is really. Yeah.
So one of the speakers in yesterday's session
Yeah.
talked about scratching where
it doesn't itch.
doesn't it?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
And the challenge of leadership in our country,
yeah,
we tend to scratch where it doesn't it.
yeah. Or where things are not relevant,
Correct.
And I think that's it. Going back to the vision, one of the key things that was discussed was saying, how do we make the Global Kingdom Leadership Summit a summit of national dialogue? I think that we have so many forums that speak about development. We have so many forums that speak about how do we grow our country. But we have very few summits in our country that speak about actual leadership. Like, how do we actually train good leaders? You just assume that because you are in politics, because you are in business, because you are a celebrity or an athlete, that you know how to lead.
Correct.
I find that people mistake a position for being a leader, which I find are two very different things.
Two completely different.
Yeah.
What we have been doing is we've been celebrating charisma,
Mm.
because we defined leadership in the terms of the Greek.
Yeah.
The Greek philosophers are the type of philosophy and paradigm we have around leadership.
Yeah.
What Kingdom Leadership Summit tries to achieve is to ensure that we revisit even our definitions,
Yeah.
because our definitions determine what we actually put our actions and our power behind.
Yeah.
So what we want to do with the vision of GKLS is to ensure that we train a new citizen who can identify, one, true leadership,
Correct.
but number two, not only identify it, be a part of it, be a part of the change, be an agent of change. So we not only train somebody to run and have a vigor, but without knowledge, because zealous error is still error.
It's still error. It's still error.
And it's even more.
No matter how well intended, it's still error.
And that's exactly the. So what we want to make sure that we do is we have the right type of dialogue,
Yeah.
diagnose the right type of problem, understand leadership, not in the context of the Greek,
Yeah.
but in the context of the original creator
Yeah.
of what leadership is.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when we do that, we are able to start solving the right type of problems that are material to the conditions of the people.
Yeah. Yeah.
One of the things that I would like you to comment on, that I think it came out very, very loud between Thursday night and yesterday, was that leadership is not about the leader. leadership, it's about the love for people and so
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
About,
You know, I was so profoundly not even excited, but I was challenged when I heard and we had this opening scripture and it spoke and where they were talking about God was complimenting the king to say, it's in the book of Chronicles to say, because of your love, because of my love for my people, I have made you king.
Yes.
And I find that for me is the heart of a great leader.
Yeah.
The heart of a great leader is that he loves his people. He loves his country.
Right.
He loves the people whom he's serving.
Right.
You know. So whether you're in a business, whether you are in an athlete, whether you are in politics, in any leader, whether you run in your own family, you know, the heart of loving the people that you are around is so important.
Right. Right.
Because then you're able to make the best decisions because you'll make those very decisions for yourself.
Right.
You know, you'll serve the people around you the way you would serve yourself. And I find that for me is such a profound way of looking at leadership where it's not about what can I get out of it. And I find that that's the way business leadership looks. That's the way political leadership looks. It's what kind of tenders, what kind of not even continuous improvement. What corners can I cut, you know, in my business so that I can make more money and not add value to the lives of the people whom I'm serving. So I find that for me was really, really an amazing thing. You know, the other point that it's so funny. I know that you wanted to talk to me about loving the people.
Yes.
One of the profound things that I found was, you know, Dr. Farisani spoke about the cost of leadership. And I wanted to get your thoughts on that because here's a stalwart who has gone through political exile, gone through numerous illegal torture sessions.
Torture.
And he's never faltered.
Yeah.
So I want to get your thoughts on just the cost of leadership. Yeah.
I think that what Dr. Farisani really presented at this leadership demonstrated the true leadership, which a lot of people who call themselves leaders are not even willing to get anywhere near the cost. The cost of true leadership is high.
Yeah.
When you hear somebody who says, no, that's my private life, immediately that's not a leader.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, you can't ask me about that. That's private thing.
Yeah.
That's the first thing, and that is the lowest.
Almost the lowest form of leadership. Yeah.
Understanding that once you choose to be a leader, it's no longer about you, and nothing about you remains private.
Correct.
That's the first thing. Second thing is to upfront understand that you are gonna meet real opposition.
Yeah.
You see, true leadership brings change.
Yeah.
True leadership never keeps the status quo.
Yeah.
And the problem.
That's a good point.
Yeah, the problem of bringing change is that you will meet serious, and I mean serious opposition.
Yeah.
In the days of Dr. Farisani, true leadership was about fighting for the liberation struggle.
Yeah.
In that fight for the liberation struggle, the law was against it.
Yeah. And it was legal to obey the law, which was fighting against a moral injustice.
A moral injustice.
You know?
In our day-to-day,
Yeah.
we are, in inverted commas, liberated. We are not liberated yet.
Yeah.
We just have freedom.
Yeah.
When you look at the current society, our type of political leadership, you can see that we are still a sick society.
Yeah.
We are, we have gone into freedom. We have been delivered, but we are not free.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you are going to be a true leader, as it has been demonstrated by some late young guys in my home in Mogalakwena, there's a young man called Mr. Kekano, who was a direct opposition to the amount of corruption that was taking place in Mogalakwena municipality.
Yeah.
It cost him his life.
Wow.
So when you are intending to be a true leader, understand it can be hazardous.
Yeah.
To you, to your family.
Yeah.
And you need to ensure that you are ready for the cost.
Yeah.
Martin Luther King, when they told him that they were gonna, Martin Luther King Jr., when they told him that they were gonna kill him, and his wife told him, my children, I want my children to still have a father. He said to his wife, what will come, I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
If they are ready to kill me, I'm ready for it.
Yeah.
He had already decided that
Very settled. It's been very settled in his life. Yeah.
when you get settled with your life to that level, nothing can scare you.
Yeah.
And we see this with even the examples of Dr. Farisani.
Correct. Yeah.
There's a group called Jerusalem. I think that's what they call
Yeah.
it. Who were terrorizing the people in this area.
Yeah.
He told them and he said, you know where my house is.
Exactly.
You'll find me sitting in my house,
Exactly.
doing your best guns.
Exactly.
That is leadership. It will
Yeah.
cost you. It will cost you your time with your family.
Yeah.
Cost you your privacy. It may cost you torture. And ultimately, it may cost you your life.
Correct. Correct.
And we must be willing
Yeah.
to get there if we are going to make real change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I like what you're saying in the sense that it's not, as they say, this is not pop and place.
Yeah.
You know, this is a real decision that you are making for your lives because your life impacts other people's lives and God takes that seriously.
And
God takes that seriously.
At that point, that is why God takes it from the context of love.
Yes, exactly. Like sorry.
Because when you love somebody, you lay your life down for them.
Yes. It's so true. Yeah.
If you don't, these are charlatans.
Yeah.
They don't love you.
Yeah.
That's why
They will not lay their life down for you. No.
politicians talk about programs.
Yeah.
They will never tell you about legacy because legacy requires that you love
Yeah.
the people.
And that you sacrifice
That
for them.
sacrifice.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
So I know that our day's about to start again.
Yes.
And it's quite exciting.
Yes.
But I want to talk about what's your vision? What's your vision for the Global Kingdom Leadership Summit going forward? We're 3 years into it. What's the vision? What do we see that we want out of this for our country and for the youth of our country? I think also for the youth, for the vision of the summit. What are your thoughts around that?
No, thank you so much. I think one of the grand vision is change through leadership.
Yeah.
How we execute this and what I want to feel as we go 2025 and beyond. As I mentioned in the sessions, that having been in the boardrooms as an executive and now on the streets, I have realized that it is easy to leave out 2/3 of the country, one focused on the JSE. What I'd like to see is us being able to reach the streets.
Yeah.
In other words, bring any young people, bring a lot of the people from the continent.
Yeah.
Not just South Africa, the continent.
Yeah.
And reach out into the diaspora.
Yeah.
And bring everybody in, because I think the type of collaboration we need to make the change requires all of us.
I agree. No, thank you. It's been an exciting time, man. It's been an exciting time. We've laid the foundation.
Yes.
And so let's take action, man. Let's take action. Thank you so much, my brother. Thank you so much, man.
Thank you, David, for having
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for my coffee. We'll see you. Right.
Our vision is transforming followers into leaders and leaders into agents of change.
Can you make any comments with regards to the current sitting president of Burkina Faso?
If you don't know what you stand for, you'll fall for anything.
You cannot come to a conference like this and remain the same.
So come prepared for extraordinary conversations, come prepared for extraordinary engagements and networking to transform both your environment and the environment around you. We can't wait to host you at this year's Global Kingdom Leadership Summit 2025.